JJ, can you tell us why you have a desire to go to the Olympics?
Actually, it's amazing because the desire just was just recently birthed, and I actually have the reason why I want to go is I know that God can use me in a way, and my talent and the position I will be in, being at the Olympics as a totem pole, um, even a stage for young Christian athletes. I'm young myself, and for the just being able to get the chance to go to the Olympics and see new people and being able to experience just the Olympics itself and achieving so much would just be an awesome testimony to God. Um, Actually, I'm a boxer, and I just recently began getting back into the sport. I've always had the desire to be a boxer. I love the sport, and just recently, it's amazing. I had a competition. I lost, and here births this desire to go to the Olympics. You would think it would be the opposite. You be winning, and you would want to go to the Olympics, but I lost, and actually the birth of the one of the desire to go to the Olympics just came about out of nowhere, and I know it's nothing but the Lord, because even just getting back into boxing was just amazing. It was just divine. That's all I can describe it as. So, um, just being able to be rewarded for the hard work that you put in to get to somewhere for one purpose, and that's to serve God. I might do boxing, but my main objective is to serve God. So however God can use me in whatever ways He needs to use me, to accomplish His glory, that's what I will do, can do.
JJ, how did you get started with boxing recently again?
It's amazing because I actually was boxing in 2003 to 2005, and I was so focused on boxing in 2003 to 2005 in school at Virginia State University that I really wasn't focusing on college and my schoolwork, so I took off time from that and never actually thought about picking it back up. I enjoyed it. I loved it. I was focused in it. But I really never thought about picking it back up because I never had the vision to be a professional boxer or, box on a higher level. So I graduated. I went through some struggles as soon as I graduated with the passing of both my grandmothers actually, and I ended up getting a job at this retail store, and after getting the job there, I actually got fired on a Monday, and then I got a new job working with Peck Webbs and Dr. Randy Peck on that following Friday. So I know that God can do miraculous things, especially in the situation that I was in. I know it was nothing but God, and how He became connected with my parents. It's just all divine, and it has no explanation. So I began to work here, and around in April 2008, I actually was downstairs. I wasn't flaunting that I was a boxer. I hadn't even worked out as far as doing a boxer's routine of working out. I was always in the mode of working out. It's just a habit I picked up from boxing. So when I came here, I found that Miss Peck, Julia, was a black belt in Kwantan-Do. And we began to talk, and I let her know, and I shared with her that I used to box at Virginia State University. So what happened was she actually went she was going out one evening, and she had planned on going to the grocery store, and she ended up running into this trainer that she used to train with, that used to be at work at Gold's Gym, and he used to be a trainer. And she had seen him for a while, and she automatically seen him, and they began to talk. And he began to tell her and share with her that he was a trainer here in Culpeper for boxing. And he had his own gym. He just recently opened it. So she inquired and got his business card and brought it back to me. So I actually seen the business card, and the name of his name was Eric Zamora. And that name rung a bell because I actually went to Christian school for 2 years, and the second year, I played junior varsity basketball, and he was on a varsity team, and I remember his name. So that just right there was just amazing to me, because I've been out of middle school for some years now, and that name Eric Zamora was stained in my brain, and I didn't know him like personally. I knew of him, because when you're younger, you look up to the older guys that play basketball, and to try to get better. So, I remember that name, so I ultimately began to start boxing again and training hard. And, still, the goal of going to the Olympics was not even, I thought, I've never had the desire to go to the Olympics for any sport, So, I began to train. I had my first fight since coming back to boxing on July 19th, and I ended up losing. But after the loss, exactly after the loss, you would think that I would be distraught and hurt and trying to recover from the loss, but it birthed me going to the Olympics, and I think that's so divine and so amazing, because that's abnormal to me. It's like a butterfly effect, like as Randy said. It's a butterfly effect. It's not a ripple effect. It's a butterfly effect. It's one simple thing. And all these things are coming together. And, even if, God has me on this path going towards the Olympics, along this path, he wants me to do something or to achieve something for his purpose. So I'm in that mode now, and it's amazing when you get set on your vision and a desire and a goal, that the devil begins to attack you. You experience adversity, and I've had the most adversity in this week alone than I've had since I've even began to start a personal relationship with God again, to renew my personal relationship with God again. So I know it's nothing but God. I know that my desire to go to the Olympics is nothing but a desire that God has for me. And I'm just looking for great and wonderful, marvelous things, because all I see is a miracle. But I know that God is bigger than any box I can put him in, or even think I can put him in. So, you guys might watch this video 4 years from now, and in the Olympics, so we'll see what happens.